Hi everyone, I'm here today to talk about Legacy of Kain Dead Son. A few weeks ago, Mama Robotnik has leaked 32 minutes of gameplay from the game. And for those of you who don't know what Legacy of Kain is, I'm going to leave some links in the description about the story and the development history, and a link to the video on Mama Robotnik's YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's just jump right in. First off, the story. The story takes place after Soul Reaver 1. Whenever Kain and Raziel went back to the past, the futures they left behind kept going for like 1,000 years, or even more. Now, before Soul Reaver even started, Kain has blotted the sun out with his magic. And because of that, at this time, humans have become infertile. And our new main character's wife, Kain, his wife is pregnant with probably the last human child. But then a vampire, or this soul eater, attacks his village and kills everyone in it, including Kain. But his soul ends up taking over the vampire's body. Kain, now trapped in his killer body, tries to kill himself in hopes of killing his killer in the process. Failing, he has no choice but to listen to the vampire's soul. And this is about all we know so far. Now, watching this footage, it's obvious that this isn't the exact intro of the game. It's more like a recap of the intro. As you can see on the bottom left corner, it says previously on Dead Son, which means one of two things to me. One, the game was meant to have an episodic feel. Two, this was meant to be shown as a demo for E3. Either way, the game looks amazing, and it sucks so bad that it got cancelled. To me, the gameplay looked like a mix between Assassin's Creed, Soul Reaver, and God of War. The world looked beautiful, that is for a corrupted and dying land. It looked like a true HD version of Nosgoth from Soul Reaver 1. Oh, and the Spectral Realm. The Spectral Realm, I loved what they did with it. Because when you go in the Spectral Realm, it's like you get a glimpse of the past. And that opens up so much possibility. Like Kain could go to the Spectral Realm at certain parts and trigger events where you could see Raziel in the past doing something, or see Kain. That would be a great way to introduce Kain and Raziel into the game without them actually having to be there. I love it. Or even Mobius and Vordor for that matter. There's so much more Spectral Realm possibilities with the way they did it. So many. As for Kain, there's something special about Kain. He's real important because the vampire targeted him specifically. The vampire said, "I had to make it look like a bloodbath. That way they didn't know my target was you." So Kain is important. And this vampire is leading him to this Kubla guy in this demo. Telling him, you need to go meet Kubla. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Now, I don't know who this Kubla guy is. He's either like some oracle or the leader of this underground vampire society. I'm not sure, but I have seen a picture of a vampire, and maybe that's him. Matter of fact, who are these new vampires? Where'd they come from? To me, it looked like the vampires of this time evolved to look more like the ancient vampires that raised the pillars. But which vampire clan did they come from? Now, looking at the history from this time, Raziel has destroyed his brothers and went to the past, leaving the vampire clans weakened, leaving the humans with amped opportunity to wipe out the fledgling vampires in Nosgoth, making them the dominant species in Nosgoth yet again. Now, my theory is the Raziel clan weren't wiped out, but went into hiding, and over time evolved into this new species of vampires, which would explain why you have such similar powers to Raziel. But they could have just as easily came from Duma's clan, seeing that they were the dominant vampire race during Soul Reaver 1. There's no telling. They could have just as easily came from a paradox made in Soul Reaver 2. More importantly, Kain has the soul reaver. Where the hell did he get that? Now, maybe it isn't the soul reaver. Maybe it's just a sword that looks like it. But without a doubt, that looks exactly like the soul reaver to me. But how did he get it? And this time, Kain has broken the soul reaver on Raziel's head. The only way he could have gotten it is if Kain has left it for him. Or this is a long shot, maybe that vampire is Kain after years of evolution. But I highly doubt my own theory with that one. But he does remind me a lot of Kain with the way he acts, the way he looks. The vampire in this game really seems to act like Mortanius or the Elder God in previous games, being the voice to guide you on your adventure. Part of me thinks Kain's child is Kain, and it's your job in the game to send your wife back in time so she could give birth to Kain at the right time. But that theory is also a long shot. But without a doubt, Kain is going to have to play some part in this game's story. This is the legacy of Kain, after all. The most likely possibility I've seen is Kain will show up at the end of the game, come out of a time portal or something, telling you to follow him to reveal your true destiny. And that will help segue into a whole new trilogy in the Legacy of Kain series. That's what I'm really hoping for, or was hoping for. I have so many theories on what could have happened, but none of that really matters since the game was cancelled. But I've moved past the disappointed mindset, because I heard of this game before word for Nosgoth was even released, and I had time to get past the disappointment. But now that this gameplay footage has come out, I'm excited. I see it as a sign of hope that this game might actually end up getting released, getting pushed back into development. At least I hope so. And I can't thank Mama Robotnik enough for all the stuff on Dead Son he's been releasing. But all I can do is hope. And I'm gonna see this footage as a sign of hope that one day Legacy of Kain would come back. But enough of me rambling on. What do y'all think? Write your predictions of what you think the story might have been like in the comments. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And I'm out.